What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. Chris Jones, representing Pump Chasers, guys. And long story short, I got a lot going on, man. A lot going on. And I woke up and I was gonna vlog my day. I was gonna do a Fat Jones episode, but I was like, you know what, today, let me just handle my business and focus on what I got going on, and I'll start vlogging sometime tomorrow. So I was like, well, how about this? Let's do a Q&A. It's been a while since I've done a Q&A with you guys, so I'm gonna do a Q&A. We're gonna answer some questions. Try not to keep the video too long. We'll try to keep it under 20 minutes because I know when people see Q&A and it's long, a lot of people tend to want to check it out. Now, if it's a vlog, they tend to watch it, but if it's a Q&A and it seems too damn long, nobody's gonna really fuck with it unless you put a clickbait ass title, and I'm really not about that clickbait shit. I try not to be anyway, you know. But anyway, I'm about to hop up in this truck, man, and we're gonna answer the first question. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Beastmode Jones, because anytime I do a Q&A, I'm gonna post a photo and it's gonna say Q&A coming up, answer below. So if you wanna be part of the next Q&A, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Beastmode Jones. Question from Melissa. How you doing, Melissa? Let me take a look at you. That's what I'm talking about, girl, supporting me. Look at that. Can we focus that? Rocking that About That Life fitted hoodie. Be sure to go to beastmodejonescoaching.com. All About That Life shit is pretty much half off because I'm not gonna come back out with it. So those might be collector's items. If I get famous, you might want to get that. Melissa wants to know, how do you deal with setbacks, man? What kind of advice can you give for setbacks? There's a saying, a big saying that goes, do not let setbacks force you to sit back. You understand? Don't let setbacks force you to sit back. You understand? Because let me tell you, sometimes you gotta fail. You gotta fail your way to success. Trust me. You gotta fail your way to success. Trust me. Sometimes you're gonna make so many mistakes. Do you know, when I started, even with Pump Chasers, I lost a shitload of money before I even made any money. Like, you gotta just, as long as you learn from your mistakes and don't let them happen again, it's a lesson learned. You know, you're only fucking up when you keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna have setbacks. Things in your personal life are gonna happen. You might have fucking breakups. You may have relatives that die on you. Shit, you might have car trouble and have to ride the fucking bus, and that's gonna set you back because transportation is very important. Things fucking happen. But when you're determined and you really want something bad enough, you will let nothing get in your way. And let me tell you, nothing will get in my way. I have goals, and no matter what happens in my life, I'm gonna go towards those fucking goals, unless I fucking die. And I have no control over death. But as long as I'm alive, I got my health, I'm going to achieve my goals. So my advice to you is, don't let setbacks force you to sit back. And if you let a setback force you to sit back, well, honestly, you just didn't want it that bad enough, and that's okay. That is okay. Sometimes we think we want things. We think we want things until we realize when shit gets real and you gotta dig deep, then you're like, damn, I really don't want it that bad. I really didn't want it that bad. Like, at one point in my life, I thought I wanted to compete. Like, I've always wanted to be a personal trainer. Personal trainer. I wanted to train celebrities, but you know, people started commenting in my videos telling me, oh, you got a great back, you got a good foundation, you should compete. And somewhere down the line, I believed, hey, maybe I should compete, right? Maybe it'll help me get my name out, right? Started competing, started dieting. You know, once I started, because people think it's hard to get show ready. Yes, it's hard to get show ready, but it doesn't start getting hard, ironically, until you get lean. Once you get lean, where those abs start popping and shit, that's when it gets hard. It's hard to go from like a 10% to a real 4 or 5%. You know what I mean? So, you know, shit started getting hard. I couldn't have my cheat meals. I was moody. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't want it that fucking bad, and I gave up. And that's okay. Sometimes we think we want things that we really didn't fucking want. You know, once you realize how hard it is to do something, you know, you got to reevaluate and reflect on your life for a second. Like, you know what? I don't think I want it that bad. Just like YouTube. There might be a motherfucker who thinks he wants to do YouTube. You know, you see motherfuckers on YouTube buying cars left and right, and you know, they go into expos, lines are long. You're like, wow, I want that for myself, man. I want people to know me, you know. And you get your little fucking camera and you record and you get 100 views, only 100 views. You're like, fuck. Damn, that ain't shit. Fuck, what? I want some more views. And you realize this shit is a lot harder than it looks, and it takes a while. It takes time to build that loyal following that's gonna watch you, and you know, those late hours of editing, and then you want to cook a video, you want to make a cooking video, you go to the fucking grocery store and buy the groceries, and just, you know, working out when you don't feel like it is. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice a good workout to have a good video. I'm pretty sure some of my fellow YouTube buddies can relate to me. How many times have you had to sacrifice a good workout in order to make a good video? For an example, like it's chest day. Instead of just focusing on hitting some heavy weight and enjoying my workout, we gotta set the camera from different angles to get good angles and all that type of shit, so we can give the viewers some pleasure. You feel me? So when you might come to that crossroads, you're like, damn, this YouTube shit's a lot harder than it looks. It takes forever to grow your channel. I spend several hours out of my day, out of my week to provide content that is paying me nothing, by the way. I don't think I want to do this anymore, and that's completely fine to quit. But then you got guys like myself and guys like others, you know, guys like Guzman and, you know, Cali Muscle and et cetera, who stuck it out. And you know, look at them now. So, well, my advice to you: don't let setbacks force you to sit back. And sometimes our goals change. You may want something this year, and then you may realize years down the line that you wanted something else. Like for me, I want to be a celebrity trainer, but eventually I said, fuck that. I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. Fuck it. Who knows? Maybe even be a celebrity one day. You never know. You never know. All right. Can y'all see that, guys? You see that? About to go up in here and get me some sushi. Been a long day, man. When I went to the house, I literally just went in to change into my gym clothes. I'm about to go to the gym around 9 o'clock at night, do some legs with a friend of mine. Let's go ahead and answer some questions before we go get something to eat. Casey Jones, would you have done anything different with starting the POG channel? That is a damn good question. It's kind of a deep question, man. I'm not gonna get into the whole history of POG. You can go subscribe to the Physiques of Greatness channel. Go look at some of those old 2012 videos, get to know me a little bit, get to know where I came from. But man, one thing I would have done differently is I would have just stayed on the camera, and the guy I was doing videos with, name was Vince at the time, I would have not let him get on camera. I feel like that's where a lot of the issues started. You know, not everybody can handle the hate and the trolling. I don't give a fuck about no haters, no trolls. Ain't nobody keeping me from doing what I want to do and being who I want to be. But you know, I think he was better suited for editing videos for me. You know, he could have been my. I think that's where we fucked up, trying to be a duo. And I feel like we could have still been a duo, but a different way. I'm the face of the brand. He's the guy behind the scenes. You know, let him do the camera shit. You know, let him design the shirts, and I'll be the guy on the camera. I think that's where we fucked up, trying to both be in the camera. You know, things like that. You know, also wouldn't have done a 50-50 split. Probably would have done something more like a 70-30. You know, 70 for me. 30% for him for being the camera guy, which is very generous. You don't see Oprah or Steve Harvey giving the camera crew 30% of his earnings. You know, I think that's very generous. So I would have did like a 70-30 split instead of a 50-50 split. Would have did like a 70-30 split. I'm the face of the shit. I'm the one traveling, shaking the hands, kissing the babies, coming up with the content. You record me and edit. We would have did a 70-30 split. And thirdly, after the breakup, I fucked up. Like, one thing I said, I was telling everybody how I was paying 6 figures. I was paying him pretty much. Pretty much what I said was, we were both making like 6 figures a year doing this YouTube shit, right? I should have never said that. Not because I give a fuck about people hating on me and shit. I should have never said that, because now a lot of family members were pissed at me. They were like, oh, so you couldn't loan me $1,000, but you were giving this random nigga 6 figures and he wasn't doing shit. Like, I had to go through that type of bullshit and stuff like that, you know? So yeah, I definitely would have changed those 3 things. Question from Frank Gaines, and Frank Gaines is a loyal supporter of mine. Let me pull up a photo of this guy real quick, man. See that? Frank Gaines showing those wrist wraps, man. He stays supporting your boy. He asked me, when am I coming to Florida? Hey, when I have a reason to. I just don't randomly just go to fucking places, man. I gotta have a reason to go. There gotta be some kind of business going on, some kind of event that I'm invited to. Like, I just don't say, ooh, I'm gonna get ready to go here. Except for LA. You know, I went down there for a lot of business and a lot of pleasure. I got a fuckload of friends in LA. Some of my athletes stay out there. And I'll be reading the comments. I'm talking about girls in LA. Those are my athletes. You know, Amber, Alyssa. Those 2 girls are my athletes, and I got a few friends out there too. So yeah, keep in mind, LA is the fitness capital of the world, in my opinion. So, you know, they always treat me like I'm somebody. I guess I'm addicted to that feeling. I guess you could say I'm addicted to that feeling of coming down there, everybody in the gym showing mad love. Then I go to the club, the bouncers work out, so they recognize me, show me mad love. You know, I got some of my athletes out there, I got some of my homies out there. It's just good vibes. And then the weed is off the chain. You know, I smoke a little weed from time to time. You know, just a chill ass time. I really like it out there. It got nothing to do with fucking banging chicks. I don't know why people are under the impression that I'm just out here looking for bitches. Don't get it twisted. Yes, I'm about the whole ready lifestyle, but no, I'm not out here just chasing fucking bitches. You know, I do have goals. I don't think I would be anywhere near where I am today if I was just all about chasing women. Like, you don't understand how many hours behind the scenes go into what I fucking do. You know, hell no, I'm not just out here fucking chasing women. I might start chasing a few next year if I'm still single, but hell no. I ain't out here fucking just chasing chicks and shit. Those women y'all saw in them videos, few of them are my athletes and some of them my friends. So y'all gotta stop that. If I was out here chasing pussy, I'd be broke. I'd be straight up fucking broke. Probably have baby mamas. Probably be some scandals. I'd probably be blackmailed by now. Shit. I got a question from K.79. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie, maybe I took this shit the wrong way, but it kinda upset me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm petty, hey, whatever. It upset me a little bit. I took it the wrong way, probably. She probably didn't mean it offensive, but I took it offensive. Let me read the question to you. She said, do you think now it's a good time to take a good break from YouTube? Or do you find that it's helping you with the breakup? Look, guys. Maybe one day I'll share with you guys. You gotta understand, you know, you only see things on YouTube that we show. That's everybody. I don't think there's one YouTuber today shows every little thing they do. You know, I've been through some shit in my life long before the YouTube shit started. Been through some hard times in my life, which is one of the reasons why I have very few friends. I have very few friends. Like, you know, y'all never wondered why? Y'all never wondered why, like, my homeboy Ziggy, the one that looked like a swole ass Kevin Hart, is like the only friend I've ever shown you from my past? Or that's the only really friend like I consider a friend left. Except for the new friends I met, like Jerron and stuff like that. But I'm talking about old friends from back in the day before this YouTube shit. It's Kevin Hart, my boy, my fat swole homie Ziggy, Kevin Hart, and my other homie Sock, who's locked up. A lot of you know about him. I spoke about him a few times. My boy Sock, who's doing time. That's only 2 friends I have left, and I'm 30 years old. You ever wondered why? Because one, I'm a petty motherfucker. right? And two, I've been through some shit. I've been through some hard fucking times, man. And I don't want to get into this shit. Maybe we'll talk about it later. But let's just say I've been in positions where I had nothing to offer anybody, and people's loyalties were tested, and they failed miserably. Okay? So, with that said, I've been through much work. This breakup is small potatoes. You feel me? And at the end of the day, man, if a breakup is gonna keep you from chasing your dreams, maybe you ain't built for this shit. No, not a knock on anybody, but maybe you just ain't built for this shit. Not saying that, you know, I'm happy I'm broken up or nothing like that, but I'm just saying nothing's gonna keep me from where I wanna be. I gotta keep going no matter what. I'm on this motherfucking, I feel like success is like a fucking road, man, and I'm on the road towards success, and we got 50 miles to go. I can't be distracted by the fucking traffic, or motherfuckers having wrecks, or motherfuckers wanna get out the fucking car with me. I gotta keep going. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, when I'm 50 years old or whatever, and I want to retire and some shit like that, everything I do today is gonna benefit me later. That's an old saying I like. Do something today that your future self will thank you for later. You know, this will never happen, but I want to be able to hop in a time machine and go speak to myself and say, thank you, Chris, for everything you fucking done for me. That's what I want. So, no, man, I'm good, man. Like I said, I'm not ecstatic or I've been in better moods, but like I said, the grind must continue. The grind must continue. No fucking breaks. Absolutely not. Now, maybe my mom died or some shit like that. Yeah, I might have to take a break. So look who's joining me for a little sushi, guys. Hey, man.
We're hungry.
Like, come on, baby, eat that sushi. Yeah, like I told you, man, Pump Chase his family, baby, and he's editing a video for his channel. Yeah. Tell me channel name real quick.
It's under Thomas Helfrich Fitness.
I'll put that in the description, man.
Yeah, because I don't know how to spell Helfrich.
I'll let the homie, guys. Just got back from training legs. Let me show you this post-workout meal real quick. Oh yes, guys, don't be jealous. Do not be jealous. Let me show you what time it is. 11:38 at night. It is late as fuck. Busy day, but a successful day. My next Fat Jones vlog, I will have the equipment in the gym, so be looking out for that, guys. Probably do a little open gym party real soon. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you're probably not gonna be invited, because I'm only gonna let the Instagram spitting and shit. I'm only gonna let the Instagram followers know about the open gym shit. So anytime we have an open gym, because it's not open to the public till February. We're not opening the gym to the public till February, but we're gonna be doing random open gym meetups for people to come down and fuck with us. So anyway, so check it out. Got this plain baked potato. I got 10 wings, half lemon pepper, half barbecue. And then I got 2 bison meat patties with lettuce wrap and onions. Oh, I can't wait to fuck this shit up. I'm so hungry. Home mess. That was the absolutely delicious post-workout meal. So let's go ahead and go back to the Instagram and answer a few more questions. Magnus01 Prive. Are you going to compete anytime soon? And if so, when? Honestly, I don't think that's really for me. But I mean, who knows? I might just do it for the entertainment benefits. You know, I think the followers like yourself would really get a kick out of making a cutting series to do a show. That would be the only reason I did it. It wouldn't be because I got something to prove or I'm trying to get myself out there or no crazy shit like that. It would just simply be to bring y'all some entertainment. You know, I got my own gym now, so, you know, I can go out there, represent the brand. Some people might come and some of you guys might come to the show to support me. You know, some shit like that. It wouldn't be for financial gain or pride or no shit like that. Simply just to entertain you guys and maybe bring some kind of motivation. The Real DM Fitness. Are you going to be at the Arnold Classic 2017? That's a good question. Most likely I will be. I was there last year, probably gonna be there again this year. As far as the LA Fit, I don't know what's going on. I think they're doing the LA Fit a little earlier this year, like the first week of January. I'm probably not gonna be able to make that, guys. I got so much shit going on in my personal life, family life, and business wise. I probably won't be able to make that, you know what I'm saying? So I doubt I'll make the LA fit, but I'll definitely be sure to try to make that Ohio. That's a huge expo in Ohio. I gotta see that Ohio bitch. Just bullshitting, but yeah, definitely gonna try to make that Ohio one. Definitely gonna try to make the Olympia. Try to make at least one overseas expo, like the Body Power or the FIBO. And you know, just go out there and shake some hands and kiss some babies, guys. But yeah, definitely LA. I can't say for sure. Hopefully within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be able to tell for sure. But as of right now, it's not looking too good for LA Fit, man. I'm like really overwhelmed with a lot of shit right now. And when I go to these expos, I really like to go to expos with a clear mind and a clear schedule, because there's nothing worse than going to an event and just trying to meet people and shit. You got shit going on in your personal life. You got shit going on business-wise, and you really can't enjoy the people. You know, there's so many, for the longest, guys, you know, you might hear a lot of people, you might have heard some of this shit about some of your favorite bodybuilders. You might have heard some people say, yeah, I went to an expo, I waited in the line to meet such and such bodybuilder, and he was kind of rude. I felt like I was rushed. You know, shit like that. And I don't want that to be me. I don't want anybody to ever say that shit about me. And let me tell you this, I used to be one of those guys who'd be like, yeah, fuck a lot of these bodybuilders, they're rude, they're mean. But after being in this business, I can understand. Let me tell you why. A lot of these bodybuilders do not own their own shit, they don't have their own brands. A lot of these guys are sponsored, meaning they sign a contract and they gotta promote the supplements, they gotta promote the clothing or whatever. They'll usually get paid and shit like that. And in compensation for being paid, they have to go to these expos, shake hands and kiss babies no matter what. So if you got an expo like the Olympia or expo like the Honor Classic, let's say a girlfriend break up with them, or you know, a relative sick or some shit like that, chances are they're still gonna have to go, but even if they don't want to go because it's in the contract to be there, and if they don't go, that's a breach of contract, they lose a lot of money, and it's hard to bodybuild, it's hard to pay your bills if you're missing out on money. So I think that's one of the reasons why you might see some rude bodybuilders. You don't know, they might just had a long day, they might be going through some personal shit, and they'd rather be somewhere else, but they're waiting in this, they're standing on their feet for 8 hours a day, meeting people when their mind is somewhere else. So I can kind of relate to that. And with that said, I like to go to expos when I'm in a clear mind, I'm enjoying life, business is going great, everything's going smooth, so I can really go around there and just enjoy the people, man. That's why you always see me in a good mood, because I come down there on my own terms. I come down there because I genuinely want to be there. I don't even bring clothes usually, and I've never brought clothes with me. I genuinely come because I genuinely want to come down there and meet the people. So I want to keep it that way. So I'm not sure about the LA fit, but definitely gonna try to make that Ohio one for sure. That's 3 months away. I should be smooth sailing by then. But anyway, it's getting late as fuck. It is 1 o'clock. Pretty fucking late. You probably see it in my eyes, I'm tired than a motherfucker. But anyway, don't forget to like my shit. Like my shit. Comment, subscribe, and holler back at your boy.